Hello everyone and welcome to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. I'm Don Jacobs from the Pennsylvania Outdoor Life Cabin. Hey, welcome to August, right? My goodness, we've had so much stuff going on between the hot weather and between Go Joe and between St. Joe's. It feels like it's time for a vacation. That's exactly what Pennsylvania Outdoor Life is going to do over the next couple of weeks. We're going to enjoy a little time off and family time. So it's time to dip in and look back at some of the stories that we enjoyed doing, like the Trout in the Classroom story in Schuylkill Haven. Kay Schwank is in charge of the program, and boy, was it successful.
So right now we're at the Bear Creek near Summit Station, which is adjacent to the Schuylkill County Fairgrounds. And the Bear Creek is one of the approved stocking areas through the Pennsylvania Trout in the Classroom program that's sponsored by the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission. So we choose this because it's in proximity to our school district and not right particularly here, but just downstream a little bit, it's within our school district boundaries. The Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission from their hatchery up at Bellefonte send them to us. We started out with about 150 and we lost a little over 30, which is typical because they become what are called the sack fry, and then from the sack fry to the swim fry, they just start to dissolve that egg area, and then to the fingerling. And we lost most of the ones we lost in between the egg and the sack fry and swim up stage because not all of them can learn how to swim.
So here we are today.
Yes.
This morning you scooped them out, right?
Yes, yes. And it was so exciting. My 4 officers, Trent and Shane and Colin and Josh, scooped them out this morning, and they were so excited because we do really well. Honestly, they're like our babies. Right. We take extremely good care of them. Out in the wild, they have about a 1 to 2% chance survival. A female will lay about 500 to 1,000 eggs, 1 to 2% live. We had about 150, and we're releasing 118 today, so our percentage is really good.
Well, congratulations on that. So we're gonna watch this happen, and these are your 4 officers right here?
Yes, this is Trent Creasy, Shane Pothering, Josh Magdeburg, Colin Felty. They're my 4 Trout Committee officers, and without them, this year would not have been as successful. They are super helpful.
This has got to feel good, right? I mean, you watched it from an egg to getting into water, right? I mean, this has got to feel good. We'll go ahead, the ceremonial first dumping of the trout. I love it. So how many are you going to end up by the end of that cooler? How many trout are going to be stocked
We
here?
are putting in 118 fingerlings.
Wow.
Now, Schuylkill Headwaters just gave us a few more. I don't know how many are in that bucket, but we successfully raised 118. We had about 150 to start out with.
That's awesome. And these are the rest of your classes? So what kids are here?
So there's some of my freshman students, some of my junior students, biology club members, so it's a whole mix. Classes, biology club, so it's a mixture of grades 9 through 12.
And they're here because they want to be?
Yes,
That's
they signed up to, like I didn't force them, yes.
Right. So that's awesome.
Perfect,
One at a time, these trout are being put in here. It's got to be a good feeling for you too, not only the education purposes, but the environmental purpose.
It is, because I think the students don't realize how important our watersheds and our rivers and our creeks are, and how important it is to take care of them. And when they see how difficult it is to maintain a 50-gallon aquarium with these going from the eggs to the fry to the fingerlings, how difficult it is in maintaining them, that helps them understand we need to preserve, we can't be polluting and so forth, because they need to be able to survive in these conditions. The temperature needs to be maintained in the creeks and the streams and the rivers with the cold water. So it's a super learning experience, and they can take that from the classroom to here.
This is a little bit of a community effort.
Exactly.
Not only are your trout going in, but the Headwaters is giving you some bigger trout to stock.
Exactly.
It's a win-win, isn't it?
It is, and I can't thank all of the organizations enough that are involved.
So it is a really good event.
Yes.
What do you hope the children take away from this today?
I think it's just so important for students to understand their role not only in protecting our watersheds and our understanding cold water conservation, but also in protecting our environment in general. I think so many people just take it for granted. And some of them have never been outdoors like this, believe it or not.
So for some of these kids, a lot of these kids, this is the first time and maybe the only time they're ever going to stock a trout in their life. I hope they get excited about it. I hope they actually get to enjoy it from time to time. But for them, this experience right here, second to none. So what do you got in here?
We got a trout.
Do you know what kind of trout?
Not sure exactly.
I think it's a rainbow trout.
Rainbow trout.
And have you ever stocked trout before?
Never.
No?
First year. Yep.
This is it.
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right.
Do it right. Make your mom and dads proud. Go ahead. Yeah, that was Academy Award winning right there, guys. Good job. Good job. Be proud. Well, that's a nice sized trout. So have you ever stocked a trout?
No.
This is your first time. Do you trout fish?
No.
Maybe this will inspire you to fish.
Yeah.
All right, well, go ahead and put it in there. All of northeastern and central Pennsylvania is watching you right now. Don't slip. There it goes. Good job. All right.
And I'm trying to make them aware of the outdoors, all of the fun, enjoyable activities that Pennsylvania has to offer in the outdoors, but their role as a good steward in protecting that environment. And then with the trout in the classroom, understanding the whole role of cold water conservation, because here in Schuylkill County, years ago with the acid mine drainage and, further back the logging, it played a detrimental role with our cold water areas. So try to make them aware of all that and how they can help improve it.
So I talked to her, and she actually told me that they get their eggs in October, so she doesn't have them yet, October and November, but everybody's excited to do it again. Now, that same day, they had a field trip. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to enjoy some fun with the Environmental Club.